Welcome back, Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, Maram Kisun, and this is the Morning Brew. Now joining us on the telephone at this time, Daryl Joseph. Today, 18,000 plus students will be writing the SC exam, and I want to wish them all the best. I know it's a nerve-wracking time. I remember my day. I think I didn't even eat. I prayed and prayed and prayed, and hope to pass my first choice. Daryl, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Hema. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am well, thanks.
Now, you know, a lot of parents are getting their children dressed this morning. They are preparing them for the big day. 18,000 plus students will be heading to the various schools to write the dreadful exam, the fair exam. What do you want to tell the parents this morning?
Well, I would like to tell the parents, first of all, you have supported your children. They have worked hard. They have prepared. Now it's just time to keep them as calm and as confident and as relaxed as possible. Not to worry too much about what wasn't done or what happened in the past, but just to have them mentally and emotionally prepared to sit down and do this, as you say, dreadful exam. Children take a lot of cues from their parents, so if their parents are anxious and worried, they will pick up those vibes from them. If their parents are relaxed and calm and cool and confident, they will also pick that up. So it is up to parents now to put aside their own fears, because I got a parent myself. I know what it's like. Haven't been through it a few times, but it's up to us, all parents, to put aside their own feelings and to concentrate and give their children what they need in these minutes and hours before the exam starts.
Should parents be giving their children the book to revise this morning?
No. At this stage, your preparation is finished. Huh? It's just like in sport or in any other discipline. There is something called overtraining or over-practicing, and you can't push it too far. And if you're revising and looking over things now, I think the chance of the child becoming overly anxious and for brain fog and confusion to step in, I think it's too high a risk at this point in time. So if you haven't learned it before, if it's not there now, then, you know, I don't think there's much that can happen between now and what time does it start? 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Now is really just time to get mentally and emotionally prepared to go through the examination.
You know, Daryl, a lot of parents are very nervous this morning. And I can remember my day. I think I had to go to the temple and do prayers on that day. But there is a lot of nerves. And a lot of parents, I think they try to do that, like sit and do your prayer. And they institute these routines that are not part of your regular routine. What do you want to tell the parents this morning? Because obviously, you know, the children themselves are very nervous. And,
yes.
you know, and I understand the need for prayer, but I remember that my mother took me to the temple and all of my pencils would be placed there. But people do those things, and I guess it's just nerve-wracking. To the students, what do you want to tell them? Because, you know, sometimes they don't eat, they don't know what to do. What do you want to say to them?
It's really, you know, I don't want to harp too much on my own personal feelings about the exam. I've spoken about it before. But I just would like to tell the students, you know, just go out there and do your best. All right? Just go out there and do your best. Despite what anybody says or despite what you might think or what you might feel, this examination and the result is not the be-all and end-all of your life. There are many examples of people who did very well and went on to do well, and there are examples of people who did very well and did not go on to do well. And of course, there are examples of people who did not do well at the SEA and went on and did very well afterwards. So life is to be lived after the examination. This is just an unfortunate stage or a step that you have to go through, but do not think of it as the be-all and end-all of your life. You have a whole life ahead of you to make something of yourself. Just go and do this exam now, and whatever happens, happens. Just go and do your best.
You know, a lot of times you see students and parents will then take the exam, or they will ask about this, and did you remember that? After the exam, what is the conversation that you should have with your children? The
conversation should be relaxed. Go and have a time. Enjoy yourself. Forget about it. I've never liked, even up to now as a grown man, I've never liked looking over exams when they're done, when they're finished. I think that once you put down the pencil and the person in charge says stop, I think that's it. I think it should be left right there. There will probably be a time later on for corrections and for revision, but I don't think, look, I'll give you one quick example. I remember in secondary school, we used to have tons of exams. And there was one particular midterm where one guy in the class had one answer for a question and everybody else had a different answer. And because these guys were talking about what they got afterwards, the fellow who got, the guy who had the answer different from everybody else, he actually ended up crying. You know, when the results came out, he was the only person who got the question right.
You know, also, a lot of parents as well, Daryl, you have that period of the break period after the exam. But some parents will just give you a week off and say, well, I don't know, you have to prepare yourself for high school.
Oh,
and
God,
there is the standard
no,
6 concept. What do? Do you tell your children just relax until the exam results have come out?
I believe so. Now, normally schools would have some kind of, not anything as intense as essay preparation, but they do some kind of academic activity between. I think that's enough. But I don't think, you know, pressure. You see, children have to develop a sense of understanding of effort and reward, all right? If you just pressuring, the impression they're going to get is that, you know, well, you know, life is just about working hard and it's just dreary and there's no reward, there's no fulfillment, you know? And I don't think that's a good lesson for them to learn at this age. So, you know, let them feel as though, look, I've worked hard and this is part of my reward for having worked hard. Let the children relax, man.
You know, it is a lot of stress. And Daryl, thanks so much for joining us this morning, because it is part of letting the children enjoy their time. And to the 18,000 plus students this morning, good luck.